All right, here we are on September 12th. Ooh, we occupied Tong Yi without having to fight for it, so that's good. Um, so, yeah, I'm trying to load up some guys. Anyway, I'm kind of in a bad situation over there at Baker. Um, Come on. I guess the dud rate is still really high, and the S-27, which should work, completely whiffs. This is one of those days, huh? Now this one, I guess I'm not surprised. You know, it is a smaller, quicker ship, and so fire 4 torpedoes and it evades them or whatever. Okay, this is going to be interesting. I went in for it. Why not? Let's see how it plays out. This may be pretty epic and may take a while, but let's watch it for a few minutes and see what we see. I may not let it play out the whole way. We're taking some hits here from the get-go, including a torpedo. See if we survive this, actually. So we must be surprised here. Oh, come on. Like, I know the Japanese have good early war sailors, but I thought the British did too. Don't we have some? Anyway, I may not want to watch this. Well, we get one hit on the Naguro or Haguro. Yeah, Haguro. I guess the Devonshire decided, okay, I'm going to pick on somebody small. But we do get a pretty good hit on the Suzukaze. If we can put that out of action, you know, hey, one less destroyer in the war. I don't know though. Stop wasting your 8-inch on those destroyers. Yeah, that's better. Have the destroyers take out the destroyers. All right, did we witness a torpedo hitting the Suzukaze? Yeah, the Suzukaze sank. I'm not liking this trade so far. It's pretty scary to me. Okay, we get a hit, just a hit on the Huguro. It looks like it didn't even penetrate. Cornwall. Okay, it'd be nice if we could sink. I mean, if we can sink some more destroyers, you know, that limits his ability to get around without basically he's going to have to consolidate screens in some other ways. Ooh, the arrow looks pretty, looks like it took a pounding there. Um, yeah, like I said, I'm not impressed by the Royal Navy here. Um, All right. I think I'm gonna. At this point, it's been interesting to watch. We haven't had a lot of surface engagements in this war, um, but this could go on a little while, quite a while longer, and I just kind of want to move forward. But I guess we got to see enough where the Devonshire looks like it's on fire. The arrow looks like we took some damage here. He lost a destroyer, and he's taken a little bit of damage as well. The Devonshire may not get out of here, but in the meantime, I'm just going to knock this battle out. Okay. I think we lost one. Yep, the Devonshire took a torpedo. The Birmingham as well, but it looks like it absorbed the torpedo a bit better. The Devonshire just outright sank. The Hoguro does have 4 shell hits and is on fire, but I think that's probably gonna just be put out and it'll be in combat condition. Our ships are in worse condition and we'll have to bug out. So yeah, that wasn't a good trade, sinking a destroyer for a cruiser. I mean, honestly, the British have done a couple of decent raids in the Indian Ocean with the carriers, but regarding the surface ships and subs, I haven't been impressed by the British at all. The Force Z, it got sank the first turn. It just seems like the Royal Navy in this game has, I mean, it's almost like a die roll that said at the start of this game, the Royal Navy will be subpar. Right, now he did have some night fighters flying, so I don't know what happened here. See, trustees doing what the trustee does. Why are we still in this hex? Okay. I'll take it though, if we're gonna damage this sub. Oh, that's so funny. Our sub decides to take on a cargo ship on the surface. Look at this. Can't hit. attack on the surface and immediately gets hit and wrecked. And then it can't even hit with it. All right, so I'm not sure what's happening here. Oh, it must have, this unit broke off, and I'm not sure what we're doing here. Because we should be fleeing, right? I don't know. All right, we get a hit on the Ashigara. All right, I have no expectations here, and we did get a hit with the torpedo, but it was a dud. All right, I think the Birmingham is gonna, yep, Birmingham, we lose, yeah, it just gets destroyed. We take a couple of shell hits with the Norman. I'm not sure what it was doing still sitting there at Mole Mine. That's kind of like, what is going on there? I don't know anything about, again, the Royal Navy doing non-Royal Navy things. Hey, we get a hit with the torpedo. I mean, an actual effective one, and that sinks. All right, P-38s versus Zeros. An interesting historical matchup here. Well, so far they're getting the better of us. I don't know. Maybe the maybe the whole die roll this turn was, hey, the Allies aren't going to perform anything like they normally will. All right. I mean, I can't believe a lightning can't destroy a Zero. Well, there you go. I mean, listen, I'm not saying they can't miss. I'm saying when they hit, I'm surprised that it only gets damaged. All right, when one of us gets down to below 20 on either side of this, I'll go ahead and fast forward. All right, okay, let's knock this out. All right, so we get the better of him. We do lose P-38. He loses at least 8 zeros. I have no idea. All right, so some Bettys are coming in. Let's see how this is gonna go. Hopefully we have decent flag here to chase them away. All right. We're going to lose a cargo ship here. I guess getting these ships upgraded with an aircraft is helpful. All right, so out of 58 baddies, he takes 16 damage. Well, I don't know if all of them are damaged or if it's just multiple single aircraft. These two cargo ships, well, I think this one is going to sink, the Texan and probably the Oregonian. But we've brought in a bunch of supplies. I think we'll be okay now. I knew it was a risk, and I took it anyway, so I guess time will tell if it was worth it. He's bombing the ground troops now. I think he's... I don't know. I have no idea his thoughts. I'm gonna say I'm assuming he's frustrated with Burma and wants to make a stronger push in China to offset. All right, this battle is another one that could take a while. I'm gonna knock it out here. All right, we don't shoot down that many of his lilies, but we maybe affect his accuracy by getting into them. We'll see. Nope. Well, maybe. Also, what's the weather? I know it's clear terrain, light rain. We do get in. I think it's possible that that was a good long-range cab mission. All right, I think we're bombing the city here. Nope, airfield. My thought was originally to hit his resources, but it looks like we ended up going for the air base. Oh, thunderstorms. Okay. All right, this should be ground troop bombing. And yeah, we're going to be getting more ground troops into this hex, and we'll launch an attack tomorrow. All right, so he still has a 0 here. We didn't sweep it completely, but this shouldn't be. Yeah, he didn't even. Okay, I'm guessing this is long range cap too. Okay, we are hitting both port and air base here. Oh, we get a Sally on the ground. Nice. And some decent damage to the base. All right. Let's just okay. So we do get a couple supply hits, fuel hits, and damaging the base a bit more. All right, now we're sweeping him. Should have some more squadrons coming in on this, but yeah, let's just see how how we do here. Oh, nice. Not bad. All right. For some reason, he's able to come in with a second raid. Okay. I say that because I thought naval attack. I don't know. I guess naval attack gets 2 shots. Okay, and now he's out of torpedoes, I guess, too. So my guess is he had 60 torpedoes, and he used them all up with this by the second wave, and so these are all bombs. Just a guess. He actually got a lucky hit, but it just hit the the Texan sank, unfortunately. Okay, so I guess he has more zeros flying over here as we're in the afternoon. Man, these guys, what's going on here? Okay, that was a little weird. It was like he had waves of long-range cap coming in or something. Alright, should be a little bit more damage here too, okay? Alright, and you notice he didn't bomb anything in the Central Pacific over there by our Tabataoy invasion because he didn't want to deal with our cap again. Yeah, we had one hit, but it looked like a near miss and probably isn't even, it basically scratched the paint job. Alright, I'm gonna, let's get through the land, but these are just gonna be bombardments, I believe. When we get through this, I would like to take a minute and hopefully he destroys this guy. Yeah. So that guy will come back also. Anyway, we'll look at the stats on the damage we took in the air and at sea. And I know it's going to be terrible because we lost 2 cruisers, so. My guess is the reason we're still holding here is because we don't have anywhere to retreat to, so we're tenaciously fighting them. Oh, wow. Wow, that was an epic bombardment. And I think doing an attack with, see that 1500 AV? When we do an attack next turn, I think it's just going to be over. All right, Cooktown Airfield is 6, so that's going to be great. All right, got an air unit that I lost earlier back. Okay. All right, so the air action was in our favor, although the sea won't be. 6 on. Okay, we lost the air units that were on our ships. That's where this number comes from when they sank. So all told, we lost 15. He lost, what is this? 28, 32, 39. So 15 to 39. Um, let's take a look at the details here. So he lost a lot of zeros over Port Moresby, I'm guessing, and a couple to ops because probably a long range cap. 10 Oscars. Now, I don't know that I haven't done the math. I don't know that these numbers are 100% accurate, but we did shoot down several Oscars as well. Now, we lost the 6 Walruses at sea. He lost 5 Bettys to flak. So that was a successful defense of our ships over there at Rangoon. He lost three Lilies when we shot him down over Burma. 1 to ops. We did lose 4 P-38s. That's no good. He also lost 3 Sallies, 1 on the ground at Port Moresby, 2 to ops. A couple of Nates. I don't know what those are doing. I haven't seen them in a while. And he lost another Oscar, a different type. We do lose a Wildcat ops. We're also flying long range cap there. A Skytrain, both. Anyway, you can see these. So this was a bloody day for all around. Let's. I don't even want to look at this, but I'm going to because it is what it is. Okay. So we lost 2 really good ships here, 75 points. A couple of cargo ships. These I was willing to lose. These not so much. But here's the thing. I didn't expect our ships to do so terribly there, perform so terribly at Mole Mine. I figured it was even and we would do okay. But we basically didn't show up. I think we were surprised initially and then just didn't do anything great after that. He loses this to a Mark 14. The British get a torpedo apparently into the Suzukaze, which sinks that destroyer. Now here again, I don't know how valuable each of these are, but if we, for every one we sink, that's one less he has. All right, let's take a look at our pilots. We don't lose as many as I was worried about, but we lose 9 all total. Okay. I think that's about it. I'm not going to get into the other stuff right now. Just expect an attack at Cooktown, and I don't know what else is going to be coming until I get further in the turn. We'll see you momentarily. Hey, we're back on September 13, 1942. I started recording this a few minutes ago and was told by my system that I didn't have microphone. And so this is the second, not the whole, I haven't done the whole video, but anyway. So yeah, just yesterday, which you have just probably watched, the Royal Navy did not show up appropriately, and I'm not sure if that's the local commander of the task force, individual ships, or myself. But Here we are, hoping that we have another good, a better day today. We had a good air phase, though. Shot down a lot of enemy aircraft. Not so many Bettys that probably will fly in and hit Rangoon. Uh, we are unloading still there, and that's kind of important. Important for us and important for him to stop it. So we'll probably see some Bettys again. All right. Here's the I-25. Our sub chasers found him, and we're already out of ammo. Okay. Helps if you don't waste them with near misses and simple rattles, but it is what it is. All right. Got already activity there by Rangoon with searches and things. All right. Some carriers were spotted. Are they his or mine? Um, yeah, that's making me nervous. Okay. So yesterday he had about 50 some bombers coming over, and now it's 35. Probably damaged, exhausted, different things. Fortunately, he's just dropping bombs. Our flag should be able to do something, and we can always hope that we get away without. Well, never mind. The Java just ate a torpedo, and of course now it's a major target. Okay. I don't know if we'll get out of there with that. What was it? Cornwall? No, Java. Cornwall was the heavy cruiser here. Um, but yeah, that's what these ships are here for, is to take that, well, to help with flak and to take the beating for the cargo ships. Honestly, because ships aren't our problem right now, having these cargo ships unloading is more important. Well, okay, so it is that over 50 aircraft he's bringing in. He just has two different waves. We actually destroyed one. I'm trying to. Okay, so the fact that they're even carrying torpedoes tells me they're not flying extended range. Um, what is this? Victoria something? Victoria Point, or is that further down? Um, he's probably. I don't know. He could be flying from. Well, the arrow went away. Could be flying from Victoria Point. I'm not sure what this one is. But yeah, maybe even. I mean, those bombers can go a long ways. It could even be Georgetown. I'm not sure, but clear sky. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have any long range aircraft there. Okay, we still have our Wildcats flying here. What's this? All right, we were able to take out his Bettys. I don't know if they were flying to bomb the ground troops like he's been. Yeah. Okay. Whatever that. Man. If they're carriers, wow, was he heading toward. For the fact that he's coming from the northeast, where was he? Whatever ships they are, where were they? I don't know why I'm watching this, but where were they? I'll have to just take a look. We'll talk about that task force out there. We're not bombing here. I just can't get sweeps in close enough to bomb anything. Um, and in fact, we're trying to cover the our Chinese troops here, and doing a poor job of it with 4 aircraft showing up. I'm gonna get through that. Yeah, we do nothing. In fact, I mean, is it possible we lose our? Yeah, we lose at least one, maybe more. Okay, these guys should be dug in now, but you know, they do take some damage. There's a major attack happening at Portland Roads today, so all of our bombers are bombing here. It shouldn't be that it, it should be a win. I mean, he's got ×2 terrain and he's got level 3 forts, which we never knocked down. And he's going to be fighting like a cornered animal, but um, we have a lot of troops there now, and um, he doesn't have as many. Okay, that I-25 that escaped our subchaser was attacked by aircraft. I can't guarantee. I mean, there's no guarantee we hit it. We're told it was hit, but yeah. All right. Again, we got the bombing here. This will not only disable lowering their AV, but it will hopefully disrupt further lowering their AV. All right, the K-13 launches a couple torpedoes and dives. Okay, so there's the usual bombardment all over the map. Okay. All right, here's our deliberate attack. He had a little bit of AV here, but just overall, I think we have about 5-1 here. Now, he does have the forts and the terrain, so let's see how it plays out. But, yeah, let's go. Wow, we capture it. Now, we don't defeat the ground units, but we capture it outright. I don't know. We didn't knock the fort level down. I wonder if we capture that same fort level. We take light casualties. He has enough fatigue and experience, experience malice that it ends up still 5-1, even with fort level 3 and the terrain bonus. Now he loses a lot of engineers, 91 destroyed outright, 41 guns destroyed outright, but he's going to have plenty of squads still fighting. But we take the base, and now it's just a matter of time before the units disappear. In fact, they may yet be lost due to attrition. Maybe not this turn, but anyway. Yeah, Canberra is a very remote base. But it gives us at least 2 victory points there by upgrading the airfield. All right, we got a couple of um, subtenders there upgrading. We'll jump right into the discussion after the action and see what's going on. Nice. Looks good. All these things arriving. Okay, surprise. KB is way out here. I'm not sure I understand his goal. We took Baker, and I mean, is he trying to retake Baker? Is that what this is? I mean, it's moving southeast. He's got to know we have carriers here because how else do we have fighters covering this? Now, he may think it's a light, like a CVE or something. But just to be on the safe side, everything that's parked here, we're gonna bring some subs over here. I don't know how quickly they'll get over there. Now, the last we saw KB, it came down and across, hit Denny, and then disappeared back up. And then I guess, I don't know, if I had to guess, it went somewhere to restock, maybe even truck or maybe over here, Quadrillane. Then it looks like now it's heading southeast. That could be like just jogging this like this. Uh, but certainly he wouldn't be showing southeast if he's coming this way. Now, I mean, if I were him, I'd come this way. I'd have just come. I mean, to move southeast means he was up here somewhere. I would have just moved straight down and targeted this. He knows, he has to know we have ships here, right? I don't see that he spotted them. Uh, but here's what I have to do. I have to. I have to stop the loading and unloading. We just have to get out of here. Because I don't know where. Look, I'm surprised he didn't send out a sortie. 9. Ooh, if he would have gotten in another hex or two, we might have lost a lot of stuff. All right, so I don't know how many. Well, we kind of know how many aircraft he has here. How much do we have here? I'm going to have to take a look at what my options are. I don't want to lose any carriers, but what I could do is get back here, say in this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have fighters here, not a lot, but we could have all our fighters flying cap over us right here, including fighters from here. We could have quite a few fighters. I don't know what he's bringing here. This is making me nervous because if it's as big as it's been, I've seen it before, that could be dangerous. But it's a thought. Let's see. Let's see. How far away is this? 13. I'd have to do full speed, which is fine, because after we come here, we could refuel here and then go up to Pearl. It's no option is off the table at this point. I like some options better than others, but right now I'm thinking about moving here and covering my. I'm not going to cover this, but what I mean is if he gets close, I'll have my bombers launch and hit him. And, well, I don't have to get that close. Let's see. These fighters, um, they reach 6. So 6 out. That's that. And that's 10. So yeah, we could even come here and fly long range cap over this. I could still do full speed to there just to make sure. And whatever happens here happens. I mean, it is what it is, right? I hope we don't lose any aircraft, but anyway. So there's all that, and also if he gets close enough to these bases, we've got vindicators that can hit too. All right, I've spent a lot of time talking about this, but it's kind of a big deal. I'm glad I spotted them before bad things happened. Okay, let's take a look at the losses here. We lost 5, he lost 6. Yeah, he lost 1 but to flak, which makes sense. But really pretty even here. It looks like 3 air-to-air Bettys. I already forgot. Oh, that was over Tabataea. And you know what I wonder? I wonder if he didn't know where my carriers were, and he thought maybe he would send the Bettys because our carriers would be either sunk or already in. I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking because he didn't have the Bettys yesterday hit, and then they came and got tore up again. Um, but yeah, let's look at this again. So yeah, 4 Bettys total, 3 to air, and 1 to flak. We did lose a couple of Hurricanes to Oscars that were escorting. They weren't even sweeping. So that's pretty sad showing. Um, and he loses a Pete to Ops, and then other than that, a 0. I don't know what this 0 is from. Maybe on his carriers? Or long range capping somewhere. We do lose Wildcat tops, maybe long range capping Tabatois. But yeah, not a bad day. Um, let's look at what's going on here. Let's see. Yeah, I do need to withdraw this VMF 222. I can't forget that. Okay, pilots. We did lose a killed pilot and 1 wounded, and then we didn't lose any ships. And he didn't either. In fact, I don't know how we warped over here, but we did. So let me just let me look at the ship that was torpedoed. Okay, that must be in the other group. Okay, not bad. I mean, I think we can get out of here, right? I don't know why I said remain on station. It's dock. I told it to dock. Oh, it probably undocks when it gets when the enemy air units fly over. That's fine, but I'll keep it docked for in the event that maybe he doesn't do a mission. We can wrap it up. How much supplies do we have now? 13K. That won't last very long at all, but it's still more than 0. So we'll take it. And we do have troops in this hex now, and we will set up to combat. I think I'm going to just go ahead and attack as well, because we have pretty good AV, although he has ×2 terrain. I don't know. Maybe what we'll do is bombard first, because there's no sense in running to a brick wall and taking wait, no, his tank. I'm gonna do an attack. It looks like he's moved on with his. Oops. I don't know. I'm worried about that one. Let's do a deliberate attack here, because it looks like the worst of it, like the tank division, is out. These guys will have to, be flipped back to move. That's fine. Man, they slow way down when they flip to combat mode. All right, but we have an HQ that's going to be sliding in here as well. All right. Looks like we're not going to catch him like I was hoping we would. But I don't even know why I'm still sitting here. Let me Yeah. Let me move to here with the British Brigade. We've got the Carbineers moving across the river. Uh, yeah, they're halfway across. Should be their next turn, and then we'll just run down the road. I am going to keep trying to stay ahead of him. Keep him from coming across the river. So we're shifting our brigades uh, down a hex, southwest a hex. So he'll have to keep going down this road, maybe all the way to Prom. I don't know what his plan is. Um, but maybe he's just going to do this number all the way. And that's fine because I would love to come across here and shock attack whatever he puts in there. I don't know if that's a good idea. And in fact, my intention as I get closer, and I think now is the time, because I'll probably, I may come into this hex next turn, so I really need to know what's there. So let's recon, and I don't need to recon Magway anyway, we own it. Let's recon Prom, and we don't need to rest. I mean, I don't want to damage my aircraft, but hmm, let's just do it. I mean, it's fine. One aircraft should be able to get me some information. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to bring. Pardon me. Maybe I'll try to bring one of these Lysanders. Where are we? Where are these guys? Okay. This guy is not reconning anything. So let's transfer to Ekyab. I know we're loading it up, but let's do that. And then we'll fly recon from there as well. That's going to be extended range. We'll see how we do with that. All right, but yeah, I mean, you get the general idea. We're having some success here in oh, this 14th British Brigade is moving at a decent clip. But he's already like blitzing. Well, that's because this is a main road. We're just gonna have to chase him down this road, and that's fine. The 4th British Brigade will take, I believe, 2 more days to get into Lashio. Then we'll rail it down here, and we'll combine the 2nd Division, and we'll hopefully cause mayhem from there. We got some slow units cutting across. That's kind of annoying, but it is what it is. All right. And now that I've started at Burma, let's come back over here. So we talked about the situation here. I have not fully. Oh, all the troops. Whoa. All the troops are unloaded here. Nice. Okay. This is great. So we're building up the airfield because then I can bring in some fighters and whatnot and actually make it a holdable base. But yes, all of our troops, unlike Baker, all of our everything has unloaded. We can. I'm gonna literally just all these ships are gonna bug out. There's no sense in losing ships because I'm making assumptions that he's coming here instead of here. Um, and uh, yeah, man, I'm tempted to combine, like, bring the battleships and meet somewhere um, for common defense. Let these cargo ships come around maybe this way. Anyway, I'll tinker with my options because if I basically say, okay, these battleships are going to be cannon fodder, and we'll park them. Let's say what? Let's say we just go as fast as we can, like most direct route, and say they can move what, 6? Let's say 6. Well, that's 7. let's say we just do a nice slow maneuver and have everybody park here. If KB comes here, uh, he'll have a lot of flak potentially to contend with, as well as our cap. Um, I don't know. I don't know the right answer, but yeah, it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Um, but I'll circle back to that offline here, and in the meantime, let's continue moving west. And Denny looks to be, I mean, it's not threatened by KB for sure. And now that I know where KB is, what I was wanting to do, but I was waiting, is load up a task force. This one's still unloading. Load up a task force to drop not engineers, aviation support here, so we can really build this up with heavy bombers and start reaching, hopefully, even all the way to Shortlands. But that's going to need B-24s, I believe. All right. And since speaking of, because we have taken Portland roads, literally that frees up our B-24s. Now we could hit these bases here, which we probably will. Um, we'll probably start hitting both of these bases pretty good. But that's cool. The Australians took it back. That's fine. We don't need Southwest. We got this one here, and in fact, we got a second base if we need it here. Anyway, actually, this is Pacific Ocean areas. That's funny. All right, so we'll just set up heavy bombers here, and then these two bases. So basically, these three bases, and this one will reach up to Shortlands, and eventually, when we take Port Moresby, we can reach out into the way out here into the Bismarck archipelago and archipelago. I don't ever know how to say that. And okay, speaking of Darwin, I would like to get sized. Oh, it is air capacity 5, or yeah, that's what it's called, air capacity 5. We just don't have a lot of aviation support. But look at that, 14. I could heavy bomb this and basically destroy his oil potential. Um, okay, we talked about Burma already, and that's about it. I think um, China is just what it is, and he's not attacking this guy, which is okay, I guess. That's his prerogative, right? Okay, now he's bombing this, and we're only at fort level 1. But we have reinforcements coming in the form of the 47th Chinese Corps. We're gonna come up here and down, and that'll allow us to free up one of them, either this corps newly arrived or this corps parked here. One of them will take off and start rampaging, hopefully. And in the meantime, we do have a construction unit that's going to drive in here and build this, just finish this last little bit of forts. That way, if we have to fall back, we have a base with level 3 forts. Oh, um, I do want to come back down. I'm taking the long way. Uh, no, we don't keep the forts that we captured. But check this out. He gave us a level 2. Now I think it starts with level 1 air. I'm not worried about forts right now. Let's just get this. And look, no damage to the base. Our engineers maybe fixed it after capturing it. I have no idea. I'm going to go ahead and work on the airfield. The forts we can either play around with later or whatever. But there's certainly no rush. Now, the port capacity is 0. He unloaded stuff here. I'm not sure why. Well,
It's not like Cooktown is a big port either. But I guess you got to do what you got to do. Neither one of these were viable ports. All right, we already have engineers on the move, just aviation support and all that. Uh, Probably a turn or two or three too late, um, but we're heading down the road, 30 miles already. We just gotta finish what's sitting here. I'm gonna keep these on deliberate attack. It looks like our fatigue and disruption is not bad enough to worry about pausing and resting. Just keep the pressure on, finish these guys off, and then we'll, again, we're working on upgrading the base. I don't know if we're actually in combat, if we'll do any expansions. We'll find out. But in the meantime, these guys are on the way. These two units will probably park here and keep building this base until it's time to retake Horn Island. Then I'd like to go ahead and just send them back to where they came from. Um, but yeah, I think it's time to start the bombing campaign. Well, I say that, but we do need the 5th U.S. Air Force parked here. But we can get more air units here and start really hitting this base. And now that we've captured this, I can suspend. I'll let the smaller bombers hit this. Um, but the heavy bombers are going to just transition to hitting Port Moresby and just wreck. We already wrecked it pretty good. I may just start targeting Buna. So, all right. That all that said, I have to wrap up here. I've taken already way longer than I wanted to, but I'll be back next time with September 14. See how that one plays out. And in the meantime, I hope you all have a good rest of your day and we'll see you then. Take care. Bye.